Okay, well, Darren, here we are again. Another red card, another unfortunate decision, another defeat. Is it just bad luck, or are your players just not performing to the standard that you want?
No, I'm not going to use excuses about the red card. It was a crucial decision. It went against us. That happens. You have to get on with it. Obviously, a crucial part of the game, the last few minutes. But no, the final bit that's missing is the most important bit, the final third of the pitch. We're not producing enough quality. We spoke about it this morning, showed them examples of it. And going on the last two games, that's definitely been the case because we've had control of the games. Certainly in the second half against Wimbledon and the first half against Bradford. And the problem we're finding is the final ball, final cross, final shot, it's not been to the level that is required. And that in turn has allowed teams to keep the energy and give them hope, and they always feel they're going to get a chance. That was definitely the case on Tuesday, and that's what happened. The game on Saturday was slightly different in the fact that from the moment we went 1-0 down, we were a little bit panicky in the sense that we felt we had to score straight away. But it's the final details, the fine margins that are costing us. So that's where we need to improve. We can go on all day about referees and red cards, and I don't want to talk about it anymore because that's all I seem to have talked about since I've come in. We have to focus on performing better in the key areas of the pitch.
Yeah, is it a case then of your players sort of being panicky and lacking a sort of composure and confidence when you get into the final third?
No, I don't feel it's that. I feel that we're finding ways, and a lot of the work we've done is to get them to that final third of the pitch, and then you hope they deliver and they can play with a freedom then. And we've done that certainly well, and at times. But no, I don't think it's. When I say panicky, it's just that. From the moment 1-0 down at Bradford, we were sort of, right, got to go gung-ho. We don't do that. We continue playing the way we want to play, and we hope that the players provide better quality in the areas of the pitch that we want to get them in.
So Bennett, if you get him back, that's a bonus, but because he played actually quite well up until the red card.
Yeah, the opening period of the game was always going to be tricky. There was a strong wind. Wimbledon had just come off the back of a very good win. But after that, we dealt with them fine. They had the one shot that hit the bar, a good effort from the boy. A couple of corners, would you expect, because they're a big team. But we dealt with them fine. We were well on top when the penalty happened. And, it was just a case of taking a chance. You come away with an away win and you get on the bus. But at the moment, those fine margins are going against us. So we have to find a mentality to turn that around. A desire and a determination to turn these defeats and, the fine margins into our way and in our favour, and no better chance than Saturday. We're still very positive. We're only a point behind sixth, and the aim is to get to that sixth spot.
Yeah, Reid and Tony as well came into your first 11 as well as Bennett. How did you rate their performances?
Reid was our best player on the night. Played very well, dominated the ball, played how I want a midfielder to play. Won the second balls, won his tackles. He was a massive bonus. Ivan, obviously on the night, missed probably our best chances, but he's a good player, Ivan. I like him. He's only a young boy, and you forget that at times, and he leads the line very well. The moments of real quality and chances were when Gordon linked up with him, but there was too many misplaced passes and crosses in particular, and if those two are going to play, you've got to get the ball in the box, because we have to go for it. There's no doubt we need wins, so that's really the attitude we've got to take into the remainder of the season.
Yeah, Reid came in for Woodyard, your captain. That gives you a bit of a dilemma, putting your captain on the bench.
No, not at all. It's part and parcel of being a manager and picking a team. I wanted a bit of freshness into my team on Tuesday, and we certainly got that with the three that came in.
Yeah, you mentioned you had plenty of chances. I suppose Tony, he was in great form over November, December. I think he got 13 goals in 12. He's only got a couple in the league this calendar year. I suppose his form sort of epitomises Posh's form in general. Well,
the form, and if you take the form as a whole in the last 20 odd games, then the form's nowhere near the playoffs, nowhere near. But I think we've got to remember that there's still a lot to play for this season. I've been disappointed with the results since I've come back to the club, because I felt that they would be better than what they were. I think the reasons I've just explained, certainly in the last two games. The games previous to that has been hard because of the red cards, but I don't think there's games I'm coming away from thinking, well, we've been hammered there, or that's certainly not the case. So I remain very positive, and I remain positive with the players. And Saturday's another opportunity to hopefully get perhaps in the playoffs, or certainly keep in the mix. So that's how we're looking at it. But certainly it's been explained and shown to the players in detail where we need to improve. And it's all well and good controlling the game in the middle of the pitch and things like that, but both boxes are where you win and lose games, and at the moment we need to improve in that.
Yeah, it's been fine margins lately. Planning to shuffle the pack again come Saturday?
Well, we have to wait with Benno. And Lee Tomlin's got a problem today. His illness with his toothache, so we have to see how he is tomorrow. But apart from that, I think everyone's fine. Great.
Well, it's Doncaster Barnsley on Friday night. So the risk is, worst case scenario, that you're 4 points adrift of the playoffs come Saturday. Some fans losing hope. Do you think the players still have the belief?
I don't think the fans are losing hope. I think the ones, certainly, you couldn't get any closer to the supporters on Tuesday night. I thought they were really positive. They were really good. Supported the team really well. It's important the fans don't lose hope, because we've got 2 home games coming out now, and then we've got a break. So, but it's up to us to give them that hope. Obviously, the results are the most important thing, and we need to start getting better results. It's quite simple, really. It's quite black and white. The results haven't been good enough, so we need to we need to start getting better results, and hopefully that lifts everyone, including the supporters. In terms of myself and the players, we still believe. I certainly, definitely believe that, you know, if we get in those playoffs, we can stay in them. But we've got to get in them. And other results, yeah, I know Doncaster are playing the night before. It doesn't matter, because if we win, are either in the playoffs or we're still banging the mix, and that's all we can concentrate on.
Yeah, Coventry then, they've won 4 in 6, quite good form. They've come into the playoff mix as well. How do you see their threats?
I think they're a very fluid team. I think they've got some good young players, very mobile, and totally different game to, I think, the one we played on Tuesday, where it was a more physical Wimbledon team. Good footballing team. I watched them myself against Burton, so they'll bring a big support. It'll be a tough game, because they've got some good players that can hurt you. So we've got to be focused and ready. We've got to be brave. We've got to be brave on Saturday in terms of on the ball and how I want us to play, because, you know, we're at home, we're on back-to-back defeats. It could be edgy. I hope the fans go there and really support the players, which I'm sure they would, but again, we've got to make sure that we get their bums off their seats and entertain them, and most importantly, get a win.
Yeah, worst case scenario, Saturday could go down to 9th, but with a win, it's an opportunity to put a rival down and also boost yourself up.
Yeah, it's 3 points. That's all it is. It's not about 9-6, it's 3 points. We know where it takes us if results go away, but if it doesn't, you know, it's just 3 points, and I think that's all we can focus on at the moment, and not really look anywhere else apart from that.
Yeah, 3 home games on the spin now, either side of the break. It's time to get the crowd behind you and suck that ball into the London Road end when you're attacking it. Start putting a run together.
Yeah, we our last home game, we were very good attacking wise. Scored 4, could have scored a lot more. But the most important thing is just to get that win, and that would be back-to-back home wins, which would be good, because obviously the home form's not been good enough. So it's important towards the end of the season if we can start getting home wins, like you say, 3 home games in the bounce. But it's all about one game and one game only, and that's Saturday.
Yeah, have you had to give a special message to your players at all to G them up a bit for the run?
I've explained to them what needs to improve. We've shown them. We've went through a meeting this morning, and it's clear, and the players know that themselves. And we've spoke about 1 or 2 other things, but the most important thing is we have to be focused on Saturday, remain positive, keep the belief in how we want to play, and produce better quality in the final third.